Good morning, everybody that's about to be slowly tapping in and coming in and sliding through with your cup or your cafe au lait or brew, whatever you do. Oh, that was a ball, wasn't it? Lightweight.
A ball on Feel Good Fridays. Good morning, gang.
Good
Come on
morning.
in.
All right, let me put this thing in
Welcome,
here.
welcome,
Stop tapping
welcome.
in the building.
Happy Friday. I hope everybody got their coffee. Good morning, Stop Capping. Good morning, Des BX. I see you. Happy
Des.
Friday.
uh,
What's up?
that part. Look, he said, "Good morning, be love. Good
Good
morning,
morning. Good morning,
James
James
Jones.
Jones. Good
Hello.
morning. Come on in. Let's talk that ish this Friday, this Feel Good Friday.
Not
Good
Vietnam. Evolution Brooklyn
morning.
is in here.
Brooklyn's in the house, without a
Without a
doubt.
doubt.
No doubt. AEV.
Listen, I told everybody on the pregame, you know what I'm saying, that it was an unfortunate situation, a lights out affair that kept the
Like for
Dodgers going
real.
on Wednesday, man. A blower, pause, a
Right.
blower. I was right here sitting here like, so I said, what the fuck I did? It's like I know my
Listen.
bill was right. I know my bill was taken care of.
That's crazy that we got to go there and be like,
Right? I was
wait,
like,
did I pay the bill? Right.
what the fuck I
That's so
did?
funny.
Y'all coming over to
Brooklyn,
YouTube.
I saw you on these social media streets this week, sis. I'm
Yeah,
sorry I
getting it
didn't catch you.
in, pulling all night affairs, and I said, Lord, look at her, bless her heart,
Bless her heart.
bless her heart and her soul.
Yes, talking that ish. I
You
will
hear
definitely
me?
catch up with you this weekend, Mama.
Not looking like a
Definitely be in the
snack
house
though.
tonight for Feel the
Not
Love
looking.
Fridays.
She said, you looking like a snidder.
Look, oh Lord, a tired snidak, but thank you,
A lazy snack nonetheless.
lazy snack for real. Cheers to all of
Man,
y'all. Good morning. Good
how
morning.
y'all
Come
feeling?
on
Make
in.
sure you
Get
hit
those
them
likes
thumbs
up.
up. We right here. Look,
I
listen.
know, right? We without even knowing. We
You
weren't
hear
even
me?
in
We
sync
on
like
one.
this when we was in the same room. How did y'all like us live and together, y'all? That was so much fun. I was so glad I got to be in DC and just kick it with Phil.
She kept kicking me in my ankle. Why you hitting me?
It's coffee. It's coffee, Des VX. I need a rush. I need
That's
a
what she say it
rush.
is. She say
Come
it's coffee, but I think it got a little bit of rum or something in it.
No,
Explain.
not today. Not today. What's so funny is Sunday, the hotel that I stayed at, I wound up grabbing a drink and I didn't finish it, so it was on the counter. That Monday morning, so I'm like, oh my god, the drinks, like Phil's gonna think I'm an alcoholic, like. Then I'm like, who
Uh,
cares? But I care. But
you grown. You grown. Listen. Like a little taste. You like a little taste. What?
yes,
Are you not
okay.
grown? Are you not grown?
Listen, I cannot be that person who's having a sip of.
What's
I mean, I know it's
really
5 o'clock somewhere, but I
YouTube?
cannot do tequila or Tito's at 8 in the morning. Like it's just can't. Evolution
Sure you
Brooklyn, you
look.
coming up later?
Sure you can. It's mind over matter. And if you don't mind,
Yeah,
guess what? Then it shouldn't matter.
it does matter. It does matter.
She said, I can't be productive if I'm doing that.
For yeah, no, I could hold off. I can refrain and just wait a little bit, at least until
I know
tonight.
that's right.
But what's
I
going
know that.
on this weekend, y'all? What are y'all getting into? Let us know. In a few minutes, we're going to get the show started. We're going to start talking that ish about a bunch of stuff going down. It's Feel Good Fridays right here with
Feel
Good Morning
good.
Gang.
Yay.
Let's get those likes up. Exactly. Just press an X on the chat, give us a thumbs up, and then go right back to the live chat and come back in for those who don't know. Because people
That
always say to
part. You
me,
ain't gonna miss
I don't know
nothing.
how to like. I'm like, just, you're not going to lose us. Trust me. We're right
And the
here.
like is actually hitting that thumbs up. That's what it is. It's actually a thumbs up. It's not a button that says like or dislike or whatever, but it's thumbs up or thumbs down. Either way, we want you, I'm talking about, to hit that thumbs up. Get us in that algorithm.
Yes. Get us in the groove. So what y'all talking about? I'm pulling an all-nighter. Oh my God, girl. Must be that young thing. I'm
This is
old. I don't know about y'all, but by 11 o'clock, these lids are sliding down and they just
by what
like not
time?
tonight.
By what time?
11 o'clock.
I thought you said 7. I almost said, God damn it.
That's about as far as it goes for
Come on
me.
now. You are not that old. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't even know if it's that old. I think it's more like a lifestyle. Like, when you're at that point in life where you just constantly if you're like one of those people who's always on the run and always doing something that, you know what I mean, you kind of used to it. But if you're more like just quiet, like after 6 o'clock, I'm a done deal. I'm sitting down somewhere and I'm just, I don't know.
There's nothing
It's
wrong with that.
definitely that thing. Okay,
And
young thing.
messing with these internet streets will have your sleep schedule jacked all the way up. So I definitely
Well, you
understand
would know
the
all
fact,
about that, Phil. I wouldn't know anything about
man.
that. You be pulling the all nighters too. I'm like, I be seeing a live in the morning. Big Phil speaks 3 a.m. I'm like,
Sometimes I got to pull back from it, like, hold up, Phil. Listen, I ain't the prettiest fella, but I do need some beauty rest or something.
yes, you.
The bag get the eyes be looking swole up like a thick ass
Yes.
zombie. Look.
No, we
Oh,
cannot have that.
Luke, come on over to
No
YouTube.
eye baggage.
That
Guys,
part, you know what I'm talking about?
no eye baggage. What y'all
I
getting
am
into this
single.
weekend, y'all? Evolution, what you into? I know tonight you doing Feel the Love
That
Fridays with
part.
Big Phil. Tonight
That
at 8
part.
o'clock right here. What y'all doing, Des? What you doing this weekend? Talk to me. What is going on in the big city? Stop capping. Where's everybody at?
Dez is gonna be instigating as he normally does.
I love it.
On
I
Feel
love it.
Love. Feel Love Friday.
Feel the Love Fridays. So you gonna have to give us some updates in a few minutes when we get this boat rolling or this train rolling. Y'all gonna have to give me some updates on Feel the Love. Who's like what's going on Feel? There's so many reality shows now with dating and singles and love in the Caribbean and all types of like
Love
single
in the
dating
Caribbean.
shows.
I ain't never heard that one.
Good morning, Keisha Hall. Yeah, there's Love Island
Keisha
where
Hall
people
can
go
have yourself a ball.
if you it's and old.
Peggy
Good
Reek.
morning, good
Reek's
morning, good
back.
morning, real
Get
Packy
on
Reek.
in the building.
Welcome, welcome. Come on in, guys. We're about to really get this started, but y'all can put me up on the haps on what's going on with Feel the Love Fridays. Like, who's the players in the game?
You, because you be
Huh?
instigating when you come to
Me?
Evolution, the number one enemy of the state, her, and be a few other ones. MMB when she slide through. Who else?
Good
Ashley.
morning,
Look,
Mrs. Ryder.
Ashley Chantel. She comes up out of her cocoon. You hear me? Like they turn up. The fellas, they be slipping. There be a fella named RW, we'll call him. He be talking a lot of ish from the comments, but be scared to cam up. Listen,
Yeah,
I'm just
it's much more fun in the comments though, because you
no,
could
it
just be
ain't. No,
like,
it's not.
it is.
Just like
You
how
could
we
just be
talking
yourself.
now. We talking now, same thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't nobody special. You ain't got to be scared to talk to me. I'm just Phil. That's it.
We not scared. It's just like, we don't want to be we don't want to put our freak all out there. Everybody's not okay with putting their
Ah,
freak on out there, talking about getting their salads
but you can do it
tossed.
from but you can do that from the comments. What's the difference? Like
I'm
your
just
name ain't
saying.
attached.
You
Like
don't
your name
see
ain't attached.
you don't see my face. That's the difference.
Well, we know what
Revolution.
you look like because we just see it. Be like, oh, be love, that's what you doing, be love. Oh, damn time. Mrs. Rodder, good
Revolution
morning.
Brooklyn. Revolution Brooklyn said, I reminisced last night about my RD making me a ham and cheese sandwich. So I think I'm going to give him a call. Yes, girl, give him a call. Anybody who's making a sandwich or a snack is always good in my book.
Who the hell is RD?
Now,
What the
that's the
hell is
big
RD?
question. Who is my RD? So when it comes to Feel the Love Fridays, right? Are there any couples on there that you? Because I know Evolution was getting up with somebody at some point, or they were trying to link up. Is that still a
Evolution
thing?
supposed to be on a couple of
You and
dates.
the
Evolution
niggity,
supposed to be on a couple of
Nikki?
dates.
They went on. Wait, Evolution been on a couple of dates.
She's
Is that
supposed
who
to.
RD is? One
Supposed
of
to.
those guys?
She's supposed to.
Evolution,
Hey,
you gonna have to
Nikki.
come up. I'm gonna need an update on this one, sis.
Good morning,
Like,
Nikki.
is this really working? Like, is Feel the Love Friday somewhere that I need to go to once?
Once what? What?
Just in case my thing don't work out.
Wow. I
I'm
want
just
no
saying.
problem.
It ain't got nothing to do with you. Just so you know, it got nothing to
Look,
do with
slide
you.
through. I'm pretty sure a couple people peeking for be live.
I'm just trying to, steer people your way. You know, it's so funny. I know one of the contestants. Do you watch 90 Day Fiance? Have you ever watched that show? Has anybody ever watched? Oh,
I think
she's going to the car show with someone special this week. Yeah, we gonna have to get the update on that. Good morning.
Evolution. We got a lot to talk about. I see
I'm
what your
telling you, we
definition
got
for
some
RD
catch
stand
up to
for.
do.
Hey, Sabrina. Hey. Good morning. Hey, Vince, what's good? He like the mob. Come on over to YouTube.
Good morning, gang. Make sure you get those thumbs up, guys. Yeah, Evolution. You have to come up and talk that ish. But has anybody ever watched 90 Day Fiance? Like, I used to be a big reality show junkie. I don't watch it as much anymore. Excuse me. But I used to, 90 Day Fiance. Have you ever watched 90 Day Fiance?
I seen like an episode or two. It seemed pretty good, but I never really. I'm always doing something, so I kind of miss or watching something.
You haven't made it a priority. I understand. RD stands for Real D. Oh, okay. Well, we like Real D, and I don't do ham, but I do grilled cheese sandwiches. I'm not mad. Evolution Brooklyn. Is that who you going to the car show with? We all in her business. I just want to know.
She be in our business.
Minds want to know.
No, hold on. Evolution, she don't count because she be all in my business and everybody else's business. She be all right. She be all right. Don't you, Evolution? You be in the business. She swear me down. She know exactly who I like and who I'm interested in and all of. She said, "I be watching you, Pheel, and you be." I'm like, "No, you don't. No, you don't."
All right, so 90 Day Fiance. I know somebody who's going to be on the upcoming season starting in June. And they're already talking, TLC is talking a spinoff to him about some dating show. Because I think TLC also has a single dating show. And so he approached me and was like, would I want to be on a dating show like as somebody dating him? I'm like, dude, I don't want to fight women behind the scenes. Now I got to be on TV and be one of many. What is going on? Right? These are the types of offers that I receive. Evolution gold with sunglasses.
Did you entertain it? Did you entertain it though? Like maybe should
So that's my question. If you were offered an opportunity to do reality TV, and you have been because you've talked about it, right? Doing a show with you, you know what I'm saying? Would you do it? Like a real, I'm not just talking about it, but a real, like with a major network.
It depends on it depends on what type of reality show, first and foremost, for me.
Okay. It depends. But like a dating reality show.
A dating reality show?
Yeah.
If it was a solid situation and it was a bag, maybe, yeah, I'd do that. But just to do it, I don't think so. But if it was a bag behind it, who knows? I might find the right one.
You might. I haven't seen it happen, but
I know. But look, at least I can walk away with the consolation prize, that bag.
So
it works. It works. She was some shit. That's all right. Let me take this money to the bank.
It's a win-win.
Big GMG, salute y'all. Come on over to YouTube.
Oh my
Hit that.
goodness.
We got company.
That's the poll this morning. Good morning, Miss Pink. If you had an opportunity to be on a dating reality show, how many of y'all would take it? Phil having one coming out with ball chains. Exactly, balls.
Who said that? Who said
that?
Do you
Say it ain't so big, freak me. You get a chain. You get a chain with some balls hanging. You get a chain. You get
Shout
a
out
chain.
to God's gift. That's God's gift's ideal, not mine, ladies and gentlemen. That was a hell of an idea. Funny. I could not see myself being serious. Asking some lady, would you accept these ball? And she said, well, yes, I will. But every episode I'm gonna be laughing my ass off. You hear me?
Well, listen, you might as well have a good time.
Hey, listen.
You might as well have a good time. Oh my goodness.
But the thing for me also, you know what I'm saying, with shows like that, unless you come into it with an understanding with the people that are so-called vying for your attention, dealing partially with it here on the internet, it's like I don't got time for clout chasing, people being fake and clout chasing. I ain't got time for that. But so unless we have some understanding and I know what it is and all that, but
listen,
who knows?
All I know is if Flavor Flav could do it, we could do it too. So what?
Man, hey, that's a fact. He kissed some baddies too, boy. He tongue on down the throat with some baddies. I was like, how much did they pay? Yeah. How much did they pay? Yeah.
Right.
They're like,
you would have
a bonus. Here go a bonus. You got to kiss him though.
Remember when he was with Brigitte Nielsen? Y'all remember Brigitte Nielsen from Rocky? Drago's wife. And then they had their own reality show, and they would call each other Foofy Foofy. Remember that?
Yeah, man, listen.
Yo, I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much to everybody who's in the room. Make sure you are sharing this show. Make sure you are liking.
Would you do it? Would you do the show?
Would I do it? I mean, so, as somebody who's been trying to do LGL Real Talk, this platform will be 3 years old now, and doing just all types of media. I'm if there was a bag in it, because that's what he keeps telling me. He's like, it'll get a show up. He's like, 3 million people watch this. So it'll take, your notoriety to a different place. And I'm like, 2,500 like followers, 3 million. I don't know. The problem with me is I'm not good with the criticism that comes with that. Like, once you put yourself out there, you're going to get the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Hey,
and
Tracy.
I'm not really sure that I'm ready to do all of that. Good morning, Tracy T. Good morning.
Since there's a possibility, I'm going to work on the contract and see if I can push it over on your table and see if you'd be interested in the little show, for the love. No, it ain't gonna be for the love. It's gonna be, will there be love?
See, we got a show, y'all. We got a show.
Right there. Listen.
Yo, Big Phil stayed deflecting the track. He's the one for the track, y'all, and he stayed deflecting, trying to put.
Pause.
He's the earner.
Nobody's track. I ain't know.
He's the earner.
Earner.
Me and Evolution still trying to get our checks.
What?
Just like Megan.
Look, y'all gonna go broke messing with me.
Hey, Rich. Beef Grease Fridays.
Listen, she already started, Rich. I'm talking about a bona fide show that she can be a part of. Okay. Will there be love? And she talking about
will there be love?
I'm on the track and all this. Why she braiding like that? I feel so beautiful. Why?
Who would watch a reality show if I was on it? Like, I want by show of hands, who would be watching it? Because it would be a complete train wreck, just so you know.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would. I got a slick ass mouth.
That's all right. We're gonna make sure we got some thorough diesel type dudes, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
That don't
saying? We're
mean
gonna have a
anything.
I don't mean that. Listen, you act like you really gangster be love. She's a pudding pop.
Oh, not a pudding
A
pop.
pudding pop. No, no, no.
Listen, I'm a pudding pop with some kick. Just want you to know.
Look, a little spice make everything nice. It's all right. It's all right.
Dad said he'll be on the show with free trip and son and getting paid. Exactly. All right, Rich, you gonna produce it?
Rich said, I'll be
You gonna
security.
produce it, Rich? He said he'll be security.
Rich, ain't that a dope name? No, I just came up with that on the fly too. Listen, and it got a ring to it.
It
And it
really does.
brand her
Will
name
there be
and
love?
everything.
We might have to make that a show every week. Will there be love? One night
Let's
only said
do
I'm
it.
trying
Let's
to see
do it.
Evolution
Well, nah.
Brooklyn. Brooklyn, what's up? What's up? Brooklyn, what's up? You got followers
Evolution
in the
always
chat.
got somebody in the wings. She always got somebody on them
Ain't nothing,
breasts.
ain't nothing wrong with it. Chef Zen. Good morning, Chef Zen. Welcome. Don't tell
Chef
Bill
said
Cosby.
looks really like the
Listen, we will not be telling Bill Cosby anything.
on the YouTube.
Man, listen, I know someone that has a crush on B Love. Oh my God. That's so
Oh,
sweet.
oh. Listen, will there be love? That might be a thing. Can we still? Hey, Evolution, don't you think that should be something that maybe we could spark on Feel the Love Fridays?
Uh-oh. Will there be love? Listen,
Look, she's choking up. Don't get choked up now.
listen. Whose sunglasses? Is sunglasses RW? I still have to hear
Who
the
is
story
sunglasses?
behind Beefy's. I heard some kind of original story, but not all of it.
Who is
So, Miss
sunglasses?
Pink,
Oh,
so
I know
you
what he talking about. He talking about Blue. He talking about Blue Nation.
oh, that's
The
sunglasses?
sunglasses. That man.
Listen,
You need to
I
hear the
need to
beef
hear the
grease
beef grease
story.
story. All
Lord.
right, so I'm gonna give y'all a real quick. It's not as funny today, but we were talking about. I was sharing a story about how to get rid of grease, like hot grease, how to throw it down the sink and ways to get rid of it. So somehow, some way, Phil comes up and he's like, "Yeah," I said, we all used to have a canister of old grease," and he was like, "Yeah, fish grease, chicken grease, beef grease," and I was just like, "Beef grease? Like who keeps beef grease?" And for some reason, I don't know if it was the word, the thought, I just kept chuckling and chuckling and chuckling, and it's just become a thing. I mean, a whole thing that I did not expect.
She had a special liking or loving for the term beef grease, so we just
It
ran with
was
it.
just funny to
We just
me
ran
because
with it.
nobody keeps a can of beef grease.
Oh, no.
Just saying. Like
What's
nobody
up, cousin?
reuses beef grease.
Kicking the
Apparently,
man.
will there be love
SK, come on
on
YouTube.
Saturday? I don't know. I don't
Listen,
know, Rich.
what do
Listen,
you
it
know?
is
What do you know? I
still
don't know. She's trying to back down, y'all. She's trying to
yes. Put it
slowly
in a
step
can.
back.
Oh my God, no one tosses beef grease. That's the whole. No one tosses
But
beef.
with what we, hey Trina, but what we come to find out is some people like to use the beef grease or create beef grease.
We can't
Look at her,
wait.
she just be tickled. They found me out. They found me out.
Beef grease. So now it's become a whole thing about how we need beef grease in the morning to start your day, coffee and beef grease, riches. So that's the story on beef grease, y'all.
Listen.
Listen, this is what we do here. We talk that ish, we crack our jokes. It's all good, it's all in love. I love y'all. All right, let's get into some stories. It's Feel Good Friday, guys, and toss it up like a Tupac B-Luck. Get that beef grease cooking.
Damn
Listen,
it.
everybody needs a little beef grease in their life in the morning. If they did, I promise you they would not be out here shooting nobody. It would be all love. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the YouTuber, or I'm sorry, he's a TikToker. His name is Keith Lee. If you guys go on TikTok, there's this TikToker called Keith Lee, and all he does is go to different restaurants, support restaurants, and he does it based on the quality of the food, the interaction with the owner or the service, and he really is just trying to bring notoriety to like little spots that normally wouldn't get this business. And I mean, he has
Kind.
blown people up. And I'm so in awe of him because he doesn't do it for likes. He even says that I just go out there to put people on the map, so to speak. He buys the food. I mean, it's a whole big thing. And so just recently, a teacher just retired from teaching because he gave her a review on her chocolate business. So I wanted to share the story because we always like to
Oh
pay it
wow.
forward here. And
Yeah.
these be the times. There's two parts to this. Some of us do things sometimes where you don't have the steady paycheck, or you do go get the steady paycheck, but you're doing what you love on the side and you're grinding. And sometimes you don't ever think it's going to pop. Like you just never know. It could never pop, or it could. You never know who's going to come along, and we could be those people. You could be that person that could come along and change somebody's life. So I wanted to share this on a Feel Good Friday.
That's
So Ella
fact.
Livingston started her chocolate business, Coco Asante, in 2018 with the aim of honoring her family's decade-long legacy in cocoa farming. The business is primarily family-run, utilizing cocoa farms owned by her relatives in Ghana to produce chocolates that are made and packaged by Livingston. She's 30, and her team in the US. It's been selling relatively well among members of Livingston's small community in Chattanooga, Tennessee. However, she said she still had to work two jobs in order to make ends meet, relying on her second job, which was teaching math online to middle and high school students part time. But on March 18th, everything changed. Keith Lee, a hugely popular food reviewer on TikTok with 11.5 million followers, posted a
Amen.
glowing review of Livingston's business, saying the chocolates he bought from her were one of the most satisfying purchases I've made in a long time. We know that our lives were about to change, Livingston said of discovering the video. We just didn't know how and to what capacity, but we knew that nothing would be the same after that. Thanks to the huge Lee's food review, TikTok videos have led him to skyrocket to fame. And since the beginning of the year, he has gained more than 5 million followers on the platform, according to Analytics Tracker. One of his most viral moments was in February when he filmed a video collaboration with the world's biggest YouTuber, Mr. Beast. The pair reviewed a struggling family business together, and Mr. Beast gave a staff a briefcase that he said contained $10,000 in cash during the shoot. I haven't ran into any of those TikTokers yet, but I'm looking for them. Livingston told Insider she had been trying to get Lee's attention on TikTok for weeks prior to his post, hoping he would help her business go viral, as he's done with other businesses in the past, by exposing them to a whole new market on social media and giving them a whole new lease on life. She emailed him and posted a TikTok video encouraging him to review her products, which she said led a bunch of her existing followers on TikTok to tag Lee in her comment section to get his attention. She said
That's
she
dope.
doesn't know what finally caught his eye, but when she was shaken awake by her elated husband at 2 a.m. just after she saw the video go live. According to Livingston, who posted her own TikTok about the impact of the video, the business website completely sold out of all products within 45 minutes of Lee's post, and her sales
Wow.
revenue skyrocketed from just under $1,000 to $24,719 in one day.
Damn
After a
man.
few days, she sent the school she was working for her resignation. Deuces. She
Like
has more
I
time
love y'all, but I'm out.
to manage order. Um, and there is some struggle with that, supply and demand, not expecting that kind of, that kind of response. But I don't know if you watch this guy. I think he's amazing. But what I love about it is the fact that he's just doing something just to help other people. Now, has he gained a bunch of followers? That's just part of the TikTok game. But he's not out here
No.
saying, you got to pay me for reviews. He's not saying, he's just like, I just go out and do it. And so I thought that was such an amazing story. Good for you, Miss Livingston. Congratulations. Keith Lee, keep doing the damn thing and what you
I'm
do,
real
because
stupid.
this is what, for me and many of us, life is about. It's about paying it forward. It's about helping somebody else. So salute to good. Hey, Young Dread, good morning. Good morning,
Jug, good morning. Young Trez, good
WHTV2.
money gang.
That's it. I'm selling beef grease t-shirts. It's all mine. It's all mine. I don't want to hear nothing about it, and y'all better
Listen,
be
you can
buying
have
it.
it. I already know
Okay?
the design. Have little drip, little
Support,
grease drippings,
support,
little
support.
grease drippings off of it.
Exactly. Should it be an eggplant with beef grease coming off?
Well, I'll pause. I ain't going that far. Pause. Look at her, y'all. Look at she just tickled. Look.
Anyway. Yes, now I hope she helps somebody else. I hope so too, Des. I mean, that's really the point. We should be paying it forward, and because sometimes we get it, and then we're out. So, yeah, get the thumbs up. Recycled beef grease. No, we don't do recycled. I don't want recycled beef grease. Salute and good morning to
That's a
everyone in
dope.
the
That's a
team.
dope story. That is definitely a dope story though, and more people should do that,
What is
especially if they
that?
got some influence. They found some success and have gotten some influence. You ain't got to give a hand out, but give a hand up.
Yeah, and I see a lot of TikTokers and YouTubers going around meeting people. Some be starting some ish. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you ever seen a guy who be like, "Are y'all friends?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, do you know each other's man? Okay, we just gonna
Oh
do
yeah,
this test."
yeah. Oh, a couple of them that haven't ended that
Don't mess with
good.
him. Don't mess with him.
It's almost
Good.
like he knew before he questioned them that there was some garbage going on and just outed it. The way he does it, I'm like, wow.
I think it just goes to show like how much is going on and nobody's really paying attention, especially the ones that be dialing the number. Like, I'm gonna call your man. Why do you have my man's number? I just
That
don't
part.
understand it. I'm just
That
like, I don't
part.
understand it. I did want to give an update on the Cash App founder Bob Lee's. They basically believe they found the man who killed him, and it turns out to be a rival. So, I mean, are we out here on these TikTok streets where we trying to, or social media streets where we trying to knock each other off? Because I can tell you right now, it's just not that serious for me.
You got to hit out
But
on me, be love. You got to hit
nah,
out
we
on
good. There's room for all of us at the top, as far as I'm concerned.
that part. That part.
But a possible connection between slain Cash App founder Bob Lee and his accused killer Nima Momini has now been revealed. In a press conference announcing Mr. Momini's arrest for murder on Thursday, San Francisco officials confirmed that the two men knew each other but declined to provide details. It'd be your friend first. It'd be your friends first. Lee's family friend later told the San Francisco Chronicle that the two tech executives are thought to have known each other through Mr. Momini's sister, who Lee had recently gotten to know. The two men were hanging out together on the night of the fatal stabbing, the friend said. Sources said ABC7 that Mr. Momini's sister's home in San Francisco's Millennium Tower was one of three places where police executed a search warrant on Thursday morning. Her home is just 4 blocks away from where Lee was found bleeding out in San Francisco's Rincon Hill neighborhood just before 3 a.m. on April 4th. His last tragic moments as he stumbled mortally wounded down Main Street in search of help were captured on surveillance footage, and Mr. Momeni was arrested on Thursday and has been booked into San Francisco Sheriff's Jail on murder charge. I mean, what happened here? What do you think happened? Conspiracy theories?
I don't know because they was in a car together. I don't know. They said they got to an argument. We don't know if it was a lovers quarrel. We don't know what's going. We don't know if he was trying to get that proprietary, knowledge of how Cash App do their thing, and he wasn't trying to come up off of it. And he gave him an offer. We don't know what went on. All we know is that main man got stabbed up and was wandering down the street, which is crazy, but. For
They
somebody
were
that's
lovers. You think so, Dad? It kind of feels like something was. I thought
something
that was his bestie. It kind of feels like something was going on, but I'm just saying. I think it's really
something's
crazy
right.
even if that was your bestie or if that was your boo thing. I mean, is this where we are today, where you can't even go out for a drink without bringing mace against your own boo thing? I'm just saying. Y'all making me not never want to date again.
And to answer your question, Trina Pink, I doubt if Cash App is going to close because he's no longer there. Because companies like that should have a board, and what they'll
Right.
do is they'll just vote somebody up to be the chairman or the CEO, whatever the case may be, and keep it pushing because it's too many moving parts for it to just crumble because of the one individual.
Yeah, it's too big of a situation. And I don't even think he works for Cash App anymore. I think he like started it and I think he worked for somebody else, but that is so funny. A stat, right? So you're telling me the Cash App guy was killed by the Venmo guy? Yes, Young Rez, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The Cash App guy was not
Lord,
going by the Venmo
hold
guy,
on,
and they
pause. We not here. We don't.
allegedly,
It's a good joke, but allegedly,
allegedly,
it's a good joke,
so
but
insane. But all I'm gonna say is just be aware. Money stops no show, y'all. Money stops no show. You can have all the security in the world, and it'll be somebody right next to you that'll stab you. And I agree, evolution. Stabbing is so personal. Like, do you know how mad I have to be, or in what place of feeling like I need to defend myself to take a knife and actually like put it inside of someone else? That's just crazy to me.
listen,
But
the
you
way
just
she
gotta
was,
wonder, like,
kicking my
what the
ankles,
motive is.
the way she was kicking my ankles, I understand, y'all. I understand things can go down in an
I was
instant.
not kicking your ankles. If
She's
anything,
like,
I
no,
wanted to see how strong you were gonna be to make sure when you hit that chirac, that money was gonna be
what?
coming in. He's the earner, y'all.
Hold
He's the
on, Paul.
earner.
That
Him.
I need.
Him.
First of all, I need you to think about what you just said. 'Cause that don't even sound right. It don't even.
Me and
You wanted
Evolution
to see how
need
strong I was to see
we
when I
need
hit
our
that.
money. That's what
No,
I'm
but
just
think
trying to
about that.
tell you.
You said I needed to see how strong you are for when you hit that track.
Your ankles. How strong your ankles are. It's a walk. The
Ha!
track is a walk.
Ladies
You
and
gotta hit
gentlemen,
that track.
she be done stabbed me and had me walking down the street. The
To the
track.
right, go get that money.
Help, help,
Go get that
help.
money.
Now hold on, not making light of that man losing his life. Let's be clear. Let's be
No,
clear.
not at
That
all.
shit,
No, not
don't
at all.
nobody deserve to die like that, or be assaulted like that. Let's be clear. But
Right.
in this, we make light of other things. So, but not that. Y'all come on over to YouTube.
Young people. Oh my God, that's funny. We need our money, Big Phil. Exactly.
Oh,
Talking about
evolution. What you talking?
evolution. Thank you, evolution. Thank you.
What money?
Um,
Listen? What money is it y'all perceive that I'm supposed to be supplying? What?
First of all, any offers that are made on you is supposed to be a split. Okay, we've already talked
What?
about this.
Hold on. What
Any
offers made on
offers.
who? What offers made on who? And in what capacity?
Nope, I got it all on video. Keisha said, I think it's sad that Cash App didn't send a notification honoring him, but they did send notification for a new cash card. That's funny, Keisha Hall. He
Ain't that
doesn't work.
about it?
He doesn't work for them anymore. Well, he didn't work for them anymore. By this point, he
Morning, pretty
created
blue.
Cash App, but he had moved on. Cash App don't care nothing about them. Good morning, Pretty Blue. Speaking of money and not getting it, I don't know if you guys know that Megan Thee Stallion has been at war with her record label for years now. In fact, she's been trying to get out of her contract for some time now.
Is it for 1501 or the
1501.
uh-huh.
Yep, 1501. And so she recently filed to have their monies managed by the court because she's saying that well, let me just read the story. So Megan Thee Stallion battle with her label 1501 Certified Entertainment is hitting a new low, a financial one, because she claims that Carl Crawford is draining money, all of its money, without paying her. Megan filed a new motion on Thursday, raising all sorts of red flag about 1501's bank accounts. In the docs obtained by TMZ Hip Hop, because TMZ always is on it, she claimed the label head Crawford is lining his pockets with money earned off of her hits while she's getting squat. Her immediate concern is the company's money is running low. Megan claims 1501's primary account has less than $10,000 left in it, but much more than that was deposited. The exact amount is redacted in the documents, but Meg says it's in the millions. So where's the money going? Megan claims Crawford, Jay Prince, and G. Robertson are both involved in running the label, are the only ones getting paid. As we reported, Meg is suing the label for royalties and to be released from her contract. She's filing this motion because her fear is that when there finally is a judgment in her favor, the cupboards will be bare. So she's asking the judge to appoint a third party to take over managing 1501's finances. What do you think is like going on here in terms of, is this just the case that I'm trying to get over on her? Because this is all industry type stuff, right? The artists usually get screwed. Nobody ever says anything. They just kind of take it. What do you think is going on there? Hey,
It's
Watchman.
cra-
Good
it's
morning.
crazy because I thought that she got out of that contract a while ago. Maybe the courts decided in 1501's favor under under unbeknownst to the public, because I thought Jay-Z and them had got her out of that contract, but the way they did it was it was a lot of flack behind it because 1501 had a solid contract on, or whatever the case may be. But it sounds like smoke and mirrors. It sounds like that she's kind of bitter at the fact that they still get money off of her. And now she's trying to basically Britney Spears 1501 and say that they need some kind of management over their finances, even though she has nothing to do with that. Though, if they're getting a percentage of your money, what does that have to do? How they spend it and how they go about spending it has no recourse to you. You have to obligate your contract, and then that's it. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand what her fight would be, what her stance would legitimately be, because at the end of the day, okay, if they do a percentage of whatever you do, or even just your recordings or shows, whatever the case may be, and you sign that contract, then you're obligated to supply that money. Now, what they do with their finances is on them. Only way that she would have a true dog in the fight is if they're supposed to use a certain percentage to help promote her or do other things business wise on her behalf. If that's not the case in any capacity, then she's throwing rocks at the sky. She's throwing rocks at the sky. Like, it don't make sense to me. But to me,
Ooh.
it sounds like a I'm gonna get you back type of thing. Because the way she was trying to get out of the contract to me was wrong. Now the contract might have been some bullshittery, and she might have needed to get out of it. But the way in which she did it was kind of underhanded, from my remembrance, with the whole Rock Nation situation. But hey, who knows?
I think it's more of a
Okay.
situation where she's not getting the money that's her. So probably, like, instead of checks being cut to her, the checks are being cut to the record label. She's not getting her cut is the issue. And while they're doing this whole record label thing, or trying to resolve this contract thing, it's kind of like a TLC and baby LaFace situation, right? Where they're getting all of the money, they're not paying the artist, and then when they go back to sue them, she's afraid that when all of this gets reconciled, they're going to come back and say, we don't have any money. That's her concern, and which is a valid concern. If she's not getting paid right now and she's not getting the money she deserves, if we're all of this is waiting for a lawsuit to finish and go through, I'm gonna need to make sure you got some money in the bank. Don't be pulling
No,
no
but
Jaguar rights. Okay, where
shout
you
out.
want you want to flap your jibs, and then when you get sued and they like you got to pay, now you don't have no money. You can't do that.
Shout out to the homie Jug from WDH TV too. He says Carl, and he's from that area, so he knows some of the
Okay.
players. Carl put up the initial investment. His business partner T. Ferris took her to Rock Nation, and then they tried to muscle Carl out of Meg, and Rock Nation failed miserably.
Mm,
That's why I said it seemed like a bit of play, a bit of this play, because at the end of the day, you try to usurp the contract that you already signed with this one individual to go with this. I get it, a bigger umbrella. I get it, but at the same time, what they do with their money is it has nothing to
mm,
do with you, unless they're supposed to take some of that money and reinvest it in you or help you with a promotion budget, marketing budget, whatever. If that's not the case, if that's not the case, and she's not making all that she feel like she should be, she needs to get her business affairs in order. It doesn't matter about what they do with their money. It's like this.
right.
It's like I hire you, or I sign a contract to you. Since y'all say y'all managing me anyway, I sign a contract to you, be love, and I make X amount of dollars, and I have to pay you X amount of dollars. What you do with it is on you. It's on you. Who am I to tell be love you're not
Right.
spending your money correctly? You could be buying bags, shoes, purses, wigs, whatever trips, whatever you feel like you want to do with it. Now, if you're embezzling from your own company or whatever, that's something that the government will get involved with. But that ain't my business. What you do with your money
Right.
is your money. Now, if I feel like I'm not making enough, guess what I got to do? I got to work harder. I got to get out of it because until my contract with you is up. If I feel like you ain't serving your purpose or whatever the case may be, and I should be getting more, then I need to do more and or work to get out of that contract or buy out of the contract altogether. I'm just saying.
Well, it looks like none of that has been successful. And WDHTV2 said she shouldn't have tried to play 1501 in the beginning.
That's a
Once you try to
fact.
take money out of my mouth, all is fair.
That's a
Um,
fact.
Listen, and then Pretty Blue says you have to be independent. Nobody has your best interests but you. And it's so funny because you ask yourself, can you be this successful to the level of where she is right now without a major label backing you? You know what I'm saying? Can you be at the level that she's at right now? She's pretty hot in terms of, what she's doing, collaborations, all of that. She's very visible. Can you create that kind of
You can.
success
You
without a
can.
machine? Who's
You
who's
can.
done it without a machine?
There's a brother named Tech Nine in the Midwest.
Okay.
Hell of a rapper. He's kind of quick.
Tasha K.
He raps kind of quick or whatever. The brother has made amassed a fortune in the independent game. A lot of
Really?
people don't even recognize the name no more. But in the Midwest, he's like a rap god. But
Right.
the brother has put together a whole network. But that's the thing. When you don't have a machine working for you, you have to put together a machine. You got to put together a hell of a team, and then y'all push and y'all build it out into it's a machine. And that's exactly what he's done. There's some other
Right.
entities that's done it independent wise, but Tech Nine is actually a great poster boy for doing just that. And to do it and not everybody know your name, and yet you get more money than most of the industry, make it make sense. Make it make sense.
I mean, I think the radio, the music, all entertainment industry, lyric, you're right. It was Tasha K, not Jaguar Wright, my bad. But Jaguar Wright do be running her mouth. But you were right. And Des, I got you. That story is coming up in a minute.
I look, I
Um,
had to look.
I think all of yes, evolution. This is what I'm saying. You just need the managers, okay? And you got to Phil, you got two of the best managers in the game. I'm just
Wah,
saying.
wah,
We just need
wah,
to
wah,
get this
wah,
contract signed out.
wah, wah, wah.
um but it takes me to like I did a show, I recorded a show yesterday, and we were talking about the Monique Netflix special, which we haven't talked about on this show. um the fact that she was in 2018 taking this huge stance against Netflix because they offered her $500,000 and they offered Amy Schumer millions of dollars more. And so she went on this whole rampage. Now, Monique's been on some ish for a minute. And this is, when we talk about why people don't want to work with you, this is one of the reasons why. What I find interesting is, so here we are, 2023. She does the special. I guess they gave her the money she asked for on Netflix. So she didn't even take it to somebody else. After all that talking shit, she wound up doing a special, which, by the way, I haven't watched it, but I haven't heard very good things about. You guys can let me know in the comment if what you think about the special. But then it becomes, this kind of like when Kanye West is on his podium and he's talking about all the injustices that happen. Well, it's Kanye and he's a genius. But then when you have a Megan Thee Stallion or you have a Monique who are standing up for the fact that they're being taken advantage of, at least in their mind, they're being taken advantage of, they're not getting what they deserve, but they're crazy. They're crazy, they get what they deserve, but when it's a Kanye who takes the very same stance, it's genius. I don't understand the double-sidedness of it. I think it's hypocritical. Oh God, this piggy lace. So for me, I know that, and I always say this, and I love my men, I love you guys, but you guys still always have a leg up in any room simply because you have a penis. Doesn't have to be a smart penis. It doesn't have to be a genius. Like you have a penis, so you are already looked at and heard differently than women. And I think it's unfortunate that women are out here fighting for their money, for the respect that they feel like they deserve, given what they've done in the past. Like, we're not just talking about I'm making it up. Monique was one of the funniest female comedians. She was one of the queens of comedy. And so for her now to be like, you're not giving me what I'm worth, now she's crazy. I just kind of feel like it's hypocritical. That's all I have to say about that. Different types of fans.
Not that's all I have to say about that.
Huh?
I'll say this. I'll say this. Monique Kanye. Monique Kanye. Monique Kanye. There's a difference in the buying power. There's a difference in the money draw in the two individuals. Forget that they man and woman. Forget that she's a woman. Forget
You
that he's a man.
can't. You can't.
Yes, you
Because
can.
if
Because there's
Monique was
other.
a man taking the same stance, I really think that the situation would be much different. It's not even Kanye's crazy is what makes him genius. That's what's so funny to me. This man has said some disrespectful things. This man doesn't even like his own skin color. This man, I don't care about his music. I'm separating the artist from the person.
But you got to
right?
understand.
But the fact that he's a man makes him a genius.
It could have been Nicki Minaj as opposed to Kanye. The point I'm making is
we see
they appeal to a wider variety of people than Monique does. So how can I put this? It'd be different, but let's say I'm a YouTube host, IG host, or whatever. It'd be different of me complaining or you complaining about something than it would say a Tasha K or DL Hughley, who has a wider variety of a constituent fan base that can help push the narrative or help support. Monique, yes, great comic, love her comedic work, but she was kind of here as opposed to, say, a Kanye. Now, if somebody else, another female comedian, Black female comedian that's actually put in more work than her might have said, like Whoopi. Whoopi would have garnered a lot more attention and a lot more support than I say Monique because of one, her fan base is so much broader. One, and I'm not even talking about across color lines either. I'm talking about even just from at home. But at the time, and from what I'm gathering, it wasn't what she was saying, it was how she was saying it to certain people. Now, we all know Hollywood got its bullshittery with it. Some of the players, major players, even some of our own players that are involved in the industry have shit with them. Right. You saw Dame Dash had to run up on Lee Daniels at the award show to get at his money. And do it in a public way. There's light to it. Because Lee Daniels was sunning him and was like, I'm not giving you nothing. But it made Lee Daniels look bad. I'm not saying Monique was wrong because she's very right. If you feel as though that these people have done you wrong, then yeah, you should fight for whatever you're supposed to get. Do you think your value is a little bit greater than what it is? Who am I to say? Who am I to say? If you can get the biggest bag possible, get it. Get it. But if you're upset that they gave this bag to at the time, I think Amy Schumer was on the top of her game at the time.
Yep, agreed.
To kind of, it's almost giving like lightweight muscling or extortion. It's like, no, you gave her that money. I want that money. You're going to give me that to a degree. Because it's like, how can you compare yourself? No matter what your accolades have been, you know how Hollywood is. You know how music is. You know how entertainment is. It ain't necessarily what you've done. It's what are you doing now? Where are you at now? Like some singers, they're only as good as their last hit. Especially in this day and age where everything is microwavable. I just feel as though Monique, she spent too much time on it and not enough time on her craft. In the midst of it.
Right.
Like I said, I'm not gonna say she was right or wrong. The delivery could have been different, maybe, or whatever. But you play that game and you deal with certain people, you got to deal with what they dish out or whatever. But yeah, there is a disparaging difference between earnings between men and women in the industry and other areas. We still deal with that's a fact. So I'm not taking away from that. I just think that her, I,
I mean,
I
I'm
don't
not going to sit here and say there's not a few things that I think is going on with her. You can't be mad at everybody. She went at everybody, which to me dropped her credibility. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, so have other artists. And I just know that as a woman who's in a business, especially in corporate America and dealing with business, there is a double standard. Unfortunately, from what I've heard, and Trina, yes, that's what I heard. There was so many curse words in it. The comedy wasn't even that good. So for you to make that kind of stance and not come through with something great, to me it didn't really make any sense. But maybe in her mind, she thought that it was great. It's just you got to fight for your rights sometimes, and that's all me and Evolution is trying to do to get Phil on this track. We're trying to get him to sign his contract.
don't do
We're
it.
trying to be those
Reconsider.
co-managers. Y'all can DM for date details. We got you.
What?
His business
That
makes him a
man.
genius. I agree. I can't even say his business acumen makes him a genius because I've read situations where he's financially, Donda's house has been in some financial situations. He's actually at times been almost broke. He is a musical genius. He has things in his head that he puts into his music that are phenomenal. We were just talking about Tiana Taylor last week. He produced her album, 7 tracks, one of the hottest albums I've ever heard. I could listen to every one of them. But you know what I'm saying? Then he gets on this platform and starts talking about all lives matter, which is true. I'm not disputing that they don't. But when we talk about things like Black Lives Matter, it's for a certain point. It's because our people are being targeted because of the color of their skin. So you can't, and for him to take the stances that he's taken they're confusing me. But God bless him. He seems to be doing well. Monique, you got to work in love, sis. You got to work in love. And so I want to just talk about, because somebody brought it up, the Texas man who has been sentenced to 70 years in prison for spitting at police, which is crazy to me. But if anybody knows anything about spitting, I think it's disgusting. So a Texas man was reportedly sentenced to 70 years in prison for spitting at Lubbock police officers during an arrest last May. Cops picked up Larry Pearson, 36, on domestic violence charges after he allegedly hit a woman several times in the face, leaving her with multiple visible injuries. Pearson allegedly got angry when officers didn't arrest the victim and started kicking the door of the police cruiser. When 2 cops opened the door to demand he stop, Pearson spat at them and kept doing so even after he got into the Lubbock County Detention Center, the website said. Jurors later found him guilty of 2 counts of harassment of a public servant. During the trial's closing arguments, the prosecutor, Jessica Gorman, asked the jury to send a message to both the suspect and society with his sentencing. Pearson had prior convictions for aggravated robbery and family violence, Gorman said, and as a result, he faced a minimum of 25 years. If you're going to live the life of crime, you're going to do that among other criminals in prison.
70.
Jim Shaw, Pearson's defense attorney, told jurors that the sentencing was for a simple misdemeanor and got out of control. The jury threw the book at him anyway. You're not going to get 70 years for something like this when you've never been in trouble before. 70 years when we know that there is some real ish going on out here. 70 years for spitting at a police officer. Guys, give me your feedback.
That's absurd.
That's crazy.
It says he has
Even
prior
though
convictions.
spitting is one of the most disrespectful acts that you can do, I still don't understand why somebody would get 70 years.
I think they have him as a 3-time loser or habitual offender as far as a criminal, because they said that the minimum sentence the jury could impose was 25 years because of his record, which included family violence and aggravated robbery. He's going to end up, if he get the right people on his team, he's going to give a lot of that time back, because 70 years for spitting, no matter if that's considered assault or not, that's absurd. to me. 70
Yeah.
years, okay. You want to give him 2 years, 5 years, whatever, okay. 70 years for spitting. Unless he has AIDS or something, unless he has some kind of disease that could be contracted, and then that makes it something else. But because then they consider that like assault with the intent to whatever or attempted whatever. But 70 years for spitting, could you imagine that?
No.
70 years,
That
70.
makes me wish I would have whipped your ass instead of just spitting on you.
That
If I'm
part,
gonna go to jail,
that
let it
part.
be for something.
70. Good God Almighty, that's the worst spit ever. Good gracious. Maybe that
Man,
spit has.
y'all are in the chat over this Monique thing heavy. I love it. Because it's true. Black women are always let Sarah Lynn 40. Black women, I'm just going back to this Monique thing because I'm not one of those people that likes to sit up here and be challenging about something that doesn't matter. We're talking about something that matters. And Black women are always labeled as angry when we speak our minds. I agree. It's unfortunate that we're not able to say what we feel or fight for our rights without it making it seem like, you're angry. No, I may be angry, but that's not what this is about. Des said Monique got divorced and got with her new husband and she got different. That's what I heard. I heard her new husband has been impacted. He probably put the battery in her back like, girl, you don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, listen, you know that this is our money, right? You know that if I don't make this money, we're not making any money, right? I'm gonna take this 500K and keep it pushing. I'm gonna kill the special, and then you're gonna want to come back to me and give me more. How about that?
Bingo, which plenty of other people have done.
Yeah,
But
Quan. That's what they've been saying. That the special was more about her venting, about her family. The fact that she may have wanted to try, being with other women. I don't know. So Monique
yeah,
has
I
been
heard about that.
maybe that spit got something on it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I wish she would have come back and slayed her special. Yeah, agreed. We're all labeled, but we get the angry Black woman label a lot. Yeah, spinning is nasty. So it's so disrespectful. Like, let me tell you, you can say or do what you want. I think I'll let you stab me before I let you spit in my face. You spit in my face, it's over. I'm seeing red.
The last person I spit on me, I was probably 10, 11 years old. I pile drived him on concrete. The people at the school I went to thought I was crazy.
What?
Because he rushed me. Like, I'm gonna make this story short. I was a new kid at the school. I guess he called himself trying me. So he spit on me and ran on the school bus. I couldn't get him. The next day, we were going out for school. He spit and tried to run, but I caught him with a loogie. Bow! So then he rushed me. He tried to rush me, and I kicked him. I kneed him up in his face, and he backed up. He rushed me again and went between my legs and tried to pick me up. And I got him, and I wasn't big like I am now. I was regular size, but I picked him up and jumped up and then put my legs in the sitting position. Bam! You could tell I was in the wrestling back then. I
Let
power
me
drive.
find out you lucha libre.
Man, this little strong Native American teacher, he picked me up by my collar and pulled me up in the air. Was like, "Are you crazy? Are you?" I said, "He shouldn't have spit on me. He shouldn't have did that." Listen, but then they thought I was bonkers after that. You won't play with me, will you?
Oh my goodness. Man, listen. And you ain't get 70 years in jail?
I'd have been the youngest nigga doing 70. You hear me?
He said, Watchman said, I knew Phil was an ex-wrestler in that part. See the looks that your ass. Tracy said, as soon as I see those lips pucker, that's your ass. I'm a whole crazy person. Agreed.
Feel the rock.
Agreed. But 70 years, y'all. 70 years.
70.
70 years. And I understand that it can even be a sexual thing, the spitting thing. It is Feel Good Friday. Don't forget to join Feel the Love Friday tonight with Big Phil and the beautiful Evolution Brooklyn guys tonight right here at 8 o'clock. Y'all don't want to miss it. It's spicy. It's so spicy. So yes, I see you. I see you. Let's see. Is it Lady Bird? What's your name? I got you. So anyway, people have been asking about this Dalai Lama situation and him kissing a
Lord,
boy, kissing,
Lord.
not kissing a little boy,
Ain't
but
tonight.
kissing a little boy. But they're asking the boy to like suck his tongue. This man is in exile. But anyway, let me get into this story. Let's talk about that. Pretty Blue, you spit on someone once. Yuck. And I don't mean like, yeah, anyway, okay, that's the layer.
That's
So
like the
the
worst
Dalai
form of
Lama has
disrespect.
apologized after video emerged showing the spiritual leader kissing a kid on the lips and then asking him to suck my tongue at an event in northern India. In a statement Monday, the Office for the Dalai Lama said he wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused, adding he regrets
The
the
word.
incident. No, he just regret getting caught. His holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras, the statement said. His apology comes after a video of the exchange, which took place during an event in the hillside of Dharamshala in February. It went viral on social media with many users criticizing the Dalai Lama's actions. In the video, the young boy can be seen approaching the Nobel Peace Prize winner before asking, "Can I hug you?" The 87-year-old spiritual leader then invites the boy on stage and points to his cheeks and says, "First here," prompting the boy to give him a hug and a kiss. The Dalai Lama then points to his lips and says, "Then I think finally here also." And then he pulls the boy's chin and kisses him on the mouth. "And suck my tongue," he says after a few seconds, poking his tongue out. The identity of the boy is not known. He was at an event with the M3M Foundation, the philanthropic arm of Indian real estate company M3M Group, where the Dalai Lama lives in permanent exile. Um, so as a mom, I'd have got up there and whipped that Dalai Lama's ass. I don't care that you spiritual. I don't care that you co-signed by whoever you co-sign. You
You
gonna
got
keep
the
your
most
nasty,
spiritual ass
perverted,
whooping ever.
grubby ass lips off my baby. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You want to talk about power driving, nigga? This nigga would have been
Man,
kicked off the stage. Get your hands
man.
off my baby. What is this
The
about?
the fact that you said he said I wanted to apologize for my words. Keywords, words, not actions,
Not
but
actions,
words
right?
says a whole lot. He looked like an old pervert, an old
Yes.
freak. That's man, and they do a lot to people over in them countries.
Yep.
I can't say what I want to say because this is YouTube. I don't want to get the show flag. I don't play a when it comes to stuff like that. And it looked hella disgusting. It looked trifling. It looked unreasonable. It looked perverted. It looked all kinds of wrong. And I don't give a
Yep.
damn about who thinks it's cool and okay and all that. I don't care about none of that.
Right.
Like you said, if that was my child, y'all been like, dang, that's crazy what happened to Big Phil. He went off on that dude, and now yeah, I'd have been famous for.
Yep.
Mm,
Yep.
that's
For
crazy.
sure. I think what's so crazy is like when you look at this, he's 87 years old. The Lama is somebody that it was like so respected. Like so many, even though he lives in exile, like he's so respected by like he's a Nobel Peace Prize winner. He's supposed to be the epitome of peace. He's supposed to be the epitome of wholesomeness. And it just begs the question, has this happened before? Because that's the one thing about social media today is that the things that were going on behind the scenes are now exposed. You can't hide it. So it goes to show that, this can't be the first time.
Hmm.
Right, evolution. The Dalai Lama's probably been R. Kelly and unsuspecting kids for a while, and he didn't think anybody was paying attention, which is crazy because you have all these cameras. It's such a public event.
Stuck
Like,
his
what would
old
you do as a parent? I'm telling you, that old man would have got the business.
stuck
I would
his
have been up
old
on that
perverted
stage.
his old perverted so and so tongue out and just did it with a smile like.
Yeah,
I,
right here. Like we on a date. Chill out, Dolly.
chill out, man. Get the figgity out. Like I don't like stuff like that. I don't like stuff like that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And to talk about, I apologize for my words. You need to be. Mm, you need something biblical to happen to you. That's what I'm gonna say. That
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
crazy. That's
and as
crazy.
parents, I say be aware, man. Don't get caught up in these people who are supposed to be. People are just people. I don't care if they have titles. I don't care if they have money. They are just people, and they have especially when you're at that level of power. There's a certain entitlement that people have when they have power, and this man has a lot of power. So again, he's doing what it feels natural to him, but it's just weird. Exactly, Sarah Lynn. Evolution said he gives good freaks a bad name. Evolution.
Evolution.
You better not be kissing no little
Damn it.
girls or little
Damn it.
boys. I'm gonna have to beat you
Man.
myself. Parents have to stop putting their children in positions, trusting any and every. Exactly. Look how many kids were molested by Catholic priests. I just, I think it comes from a trust that you believe that these people have taken on this job. A priest, a Dalai Lama. We're talking about people that are supposed to be of God, and they are still just people.
I
Let's be
wouldn't give a
clear.
damn what church this person led, what religious, what governmental organization this person ran. I wouldn't care about how many records sold. I wouldn't care how many touchdowns they done had. I wouldn't care how many points they scored in basketball. I wouldn't care about none of that. I wouldn't care how many people they knocked out in the ring. Man,
Right.
listen, it's disgusting. It's perverted and they
Yeah.
trash. Period.
It really is. It really is. It's really sad. But again, we talk about these things so that we can remain aware as people and as parents. My daughter, this gentle parenting type of stuff, which is another story I want to get into, with the 12-year-old who stole a car to take the 15-year-old to meet the pedophile. Y'all heard that story? The
I heard it.
12-year-old steals her father's car. Right. So this is one of the things that we've talked about, and this is not a judgment thing at all. Um, it's more like it's so easy to just be unaware because we think that we raised them to know better. We feel like we've done our job as parents where you shouldn't be doing this. And I think there's such a dangerous freedom to the trust that we give to social media. Um, uh, and because of it, these kids are getting into things that I would have never thought to go meet some random predator somewhere. Now, let me say this, because y'all know I keep it 1,000. I have done the chat line. Y'all remember the chat line when there was actually a phone and everybody, all these random people would just jump on the phone and everybody would be talking? Like, I've done the chat line and be like, all right, let me meet you in the city. You know what I'm saying? But I was already like 17, 18 years old. Like, I wasn't 12 or 13 running to meet some random dude somewhere. What would you do? I'm looking for the story, but what would you do, Big Phil, if your daughter stole your car to
She
pick up
would.
her friend and then
She
drive
she she gonna
to
need a.
go meet
She
some
gonna need a
random
whole.
stranger?
She either gonna go steal a whole new ass, cause hers gonna be gone. She she gonna need to steal a whole new derriere, cause hers gonna be in the air somewhere. That's
She drove miles.
that's
Yes, she
crazy.
drove. No, we wasn't thinking about that. When we were 12 years old, I venture to say I was still outside. I was still playing rope and dolls and kiss catch tell and hide and seek. We had a childhood, but it's just crazy how today the childhood is online. And so you're uncomfortable in front of you must have done this before. um no, I do it all once a week, all the time. But be has. All right, let me get into the story. So, 12-year-old in Florida stole her father's car, picked up her friend who was 15, and the pair drove across state lines, possibly to meet a person they had met online. Officials said, but the girls turned themselves in after they saw their faces on TV. A missing child alert was issued Thursday morning for the 12-year-old and a 14-year-old after the girls were last seen in their hometown of Lake Butler, Florida, believed to be traveling on Interstate 10 towards Louisiana. NBC News is not identifying the girls, but they're basically saying that they have been traveling to go meet someone online. It's not clear how old that person was. The girls were located safe in Bayou La Batre, Alabama, far from their hometown in Florida. Alerts were issued, and they stopped to take a break, and they saw themselves on TV at a gas station in Alabama and turned themselves in to local authorities. So I have some just a couple of questions, just one or two. How the hell did the 12-year-old know how to drive? Did you know how to drive at the age of 12? I'm just saying, I don't even trust my 22-year-old to drive me nowhere. You took my car.
Somewhere about that.
To drive to go meet somebody you don't even know. With all this sex trafficking that's going on here right now, you don't even have to go nowhere. They snatching your asses off the streets. And you have to go. See, this is that gentle parenting. I'm just saying, this has to be this gentle parenting shit, because the fear of God in me that my mother put in me, it wouldn't even cross my mind. If you came and approached me with the plan, I'd be like, girl, you crazy. My mama would kill me. You wild with that. I'll see you when you get back. Just saying.
Imagine, man, your mom probably would smack the taste out your mouth. You what? You want to do what? Come here. What the hell is wrong with you? Asking me some dumb bullshit like that.
Oh my God. I'm in these comments. Yo, y'all are hysterical.
Wow.
So Des said tonight we need to get Phil on a date and he will pay for it. See? 8 o'clock, y'all. Feel the love. Make sure you're here tonight. Let's get Phil a date. Des is paying for it.
Be love. No. You know your show, Will There Be Love? That's what we talk about. We ain't talking about me.
This is Feel the Love Friday. We need you need a date. Des got you. What are we springing for, Des? Just so you know, we need to know the particulars. Is it a TGI? Is it a Applebee's date or is it a Capitol Grill date? I'm just trying to figure out. Is it hibachi or is it a 2 for $25? We're just trying to figure out. He's so mad at me right now. He's so mad at me right now.
No, I'm not. I'm cool. All right.
Listen, you hear that evolution?
I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems.
You ain't got no problem with me. Evolution's on board. Okay, so mission for tonight, Evolution. Get him a date. Des, let us know what the budget is. We got you. Candace B. Phil would be on a Rambo mission to find her and that. Yo, I could see Phil now being like that dude in Taken. He counted 6 clicks. 5.
I ain't got all of that. But what another dude got is a special set of skills. You playing with the right one, knuckle. Listen.
Miss Piggy Lee said at 12 years old, I was singing in front of damn fans sounding like auto-tune. Okay, we even had to make our own auto-tunes. You are so right.
$100. $100.
Pants on panties. We used to get our ass whooped with a switch, and they made us go outside and get that switch or that belt or that something. She was in the Tesla. Oh, that's what it was. She was probably she just put the coordinates. This is what I'm talking about, technology today. A 16-year-old was driving a car in New York last month full of kids. All the kids died, but one, the youngest, was, oh my God. Listen, I don't trust anybody driving. Wow. Trina said, yes, I tried the chat line and ended before it started. That was too grown for me. Girl, the bill, that first month's bill on those chat lines, because it was a per minute type of situation. So when I got that $700, because I had just got my own phone in my room, I convinced my parents to give me a phone in my room. And the next thing I know, I'm getting a $700 bill from Verizon. They was like, yeah, this is what you going to do. Talk to this. You want to talk?
Right about the wall.
Oh my God, Candace B. They clearly stole that car. They're probably punished till eternity. No, girl, just for a week. That's how these parents today. You're on
Man,
punishment. Give me your phone, and you have no
man,
activities for a week.
my
Bitch, you
kids,
be on
my
punishment for
kids will tell
life.
you. My kids will tell you, I'll punish you till I finish, till I feel like letting you off. And it might not be for, yeah, forever.
Okay. Evolution said my parents from down south. I would have needed bail money for okay. And we had Stockholm syndrome, so once they beat our ass and got arrested, we like, could we bail my mama out, please? I need my mama, please. They be like, "But she just beat the hell out of you, but that's my mama. She loved me. She loves me." Just saying. Oh, Des, $100? Yeah, so that's an Applebee's type of date. We gotta see how that goes. You can't go tell your kids to go pick a switch off a tree and watch your mama shave it down before you. Not today. That phone in the room change a nigga life. Exactly. When you had that phone to yourself, you ain't nobody was picking up on the other line. Like, hello, I'm talking.
Trina Pink, what is you talking? Trina Pink, what is you talking?
WDHTV said that phone in the room changed a nigga life. Oh, Trina. Yes,
Yeah,
Trina.
tell us go live. We
We're
want.
gonna put a camera on him. It's gonna be
Yeah,
sit
all
right
right.
here.
Yeah,
And he
all
gonna
right.
videotape the whole thing.
What kind
Cause
of?
I'm more strategic with my. I had to knee on some rice. Yeah, the knee on the rice thing was crazy.
I
I
ain't
never
never
had
heard
to
no.
do that.
I ain't never
I
heard
never
no.
had to do
Lord have mercy. That sounds like some
anybody.
ancient, ancient samurai ninja type of punishment.
Right, Sarah Lynn. That's right. You have to get. See, I'm the type of mom, right? Because I did grow up in a strict household. I wouldn't hit my kids. I don't believe in hitting my kids. But I'm the type of mom that'll be like, "Yo, those grades ain't straight. Guess what? Because Christmas is going down, birthdays are going down. That's all going down. But if you happen to be in trouble, I'm just gonna let you know that PS5 will be under the tree. You just won't be playing with it. It's gonna
That
go right up in the
PS5 won't
shelf.
even be there.
Okay, and you just gonna look and salivate over it and don't even think to crack that box because we've all done it. We're like, let me just take it out and use it and put it back when
Done
she
it.
not home. No, because the
Done
box
it.
is empty.
Done that. Done that. Boy, I used to be vicious. I'd be like, let me take a blade or something.
Thank you, pretty
Try to
blue.
tape it back.
Make it look like it's brand new, no. Because when you get in there, it's gonna be empty. It's gonna be 3 rocks and a paper. Play with this. Rock, paper, scissors. Dad said, "How much money you need to eat? I'm not going on a date with them. What they
Yeah,
eating?
yeah.
It depends
Hey,
on where you
Daz,
going.
nice restaurant though, Daz. You know what I'm saying? You need at least 2 bills, Daz.
At least 2.
At least 2, Daz. You want to do it, Daz? You got to do it right,
You
Daz.
got to do it right. Exactly. Phil, it's gonna cost a lot more than $100 for a date. Exactly. Tell him, pretty blue.
I already
Oh
know
my
that.
God, Watchmen, please be appropriate. I love this. I'm clutching my non-existent pearls. Yo, exactly, Trina. I was a little younger, but they still was like, "Where you from?" I was a small. Yes. When my parents put me on rice and made me pick my switch. I mean, I think it was just a parents raising your kids right type of situation. I'm like, you want to be glad that I didn't. My kids not beating you over the head for your purse. But don't start no trouble, lady, lovely Tinky. How
Hey,
are
Watchman,
you?
I think you need to be a part of Will There Be Love, Watchman. I think so. Look at
Oh
what he
Lord,
wrote.
I didn't
Look
know
at
we
what
was
he wrote.
recruiting.
No, look at what he wrote. Look at that comment right there.
I wrote that. That's what I said. I'm clutching my non-existent pearls. Like,
Oh. Damn it. Her pearls made of beef grease.
oh God, no, my pearls are not made of beef grease. Oh my God. Listen, if anybody wants to come up on this amazing, beautiful Friday and kick it
Pause
with
to
us for
that.
the last few minutes of the show, feel free. Go up to the top. I hope it's pinned at the top, but if it's not, my co-host is gonna pin
It's
it.
definitely
Come
in
on
the
in and
top.
talk that ish with us, y'all. You know, we here for y'all and we love it. Having a great time. Just talking about everything and anything. Tonight, 8 p.m., Evolution Brooklyn, who's in this chat right now. Big Phil speaks. Feel the Love Fridays. We trying to get
Feel the
Phil a
love.
y'all
No,
might
we
have to throw
not.
some super chats, y'all, because Des contributed
What?
$100, but it's not enough. Let's just do some quick math.
No,
Des,
there ain't
just
no quick math to get no nothing. What is you talking?
an entree at a decent spot is between 25 to 30 bucks. An appetizer is 15 to 20 bucks. And if even if you don't drink and you're just doing water, you know what I'm saying? You still somewhere in the 80, almost $100 range between tax, tip, and all of that. Now, we all know everybody's not doing water. At least I know I'm gonna have at least 2 drink minimum. I'm a 2 drink minimum girl, so and that's just what it is. So we gonna have to get it up, y'all. Hold on, let me send a super chat. We need to get Dilla fake.
No.
He's so done with me today. Where y'all eating at? I'm glad I'm married. It costs too much to eat. Where you taking your wife to eat, Des? Shoot, you're not far from Philly. Thank you, Sarah Lynn. Yeah, Watchman said, I'm single. I'm ready. Oh my God, I'm not. You starting trouble. I'm telling you,
Sing
Phil's about to get the
like
lock
he's
screwed on my
ready.
ass.
Big love, are you ready?
Oh my goodness. Yes, Lovely Ting said, I'm glad I could watch Phil the Love Friday tonight at home. Tonight at home alone in peace. Wow, everybody going, Tink? You by yourself? Feel free. Feel free. My house. But even at home, if you're making those great meals, the food costs today, y'all. I don't know if it's y'all. Sometimes I'm like, all right, I don't want to go out. Let me stay in. I'm a cook. Then the next thing you got a couple of steaks, you got some salmon, you got crab legs, you got some scrimps, you got some scallops. You got a $200 bill just sitting at home. Yeah, Candace. Des said we going to the kitchen. I'm not mad at you, Des. Make something.
Listen, I don't know what
So
y'all
what you
talking, what y'all up to, but I'm chilling. I don't want no
No, you're
problem.
not chilling.
I'm
It's your
drinking my
turn. I'm
water.
taking a break. What you talking
I'm
about? What
drinking
you
my
talking
water and
about?
minding
What
my
you
business.
talking? I need to hit this light skin combo. I know. Listen, King Mo, we working on a 10. Don't even worry about that. I'm gonna be on a
Hey Mo, the best Mo
we
talk.
we gonna we're gonna start filming what is it called? My new show in the Caribbean.
Well, will there be love? Really?
Will there be love? Come
We
down
can
to
we
the
can make it
Caribbean.
happen. We can make it happen now. We got
Listen,
some
make it
film
happen.
producers
Phil
in the
ain't free. I need my
comments.
manager cut. Thank you, Evolution. And he got 2 managers. So you already know he's giving up 30% off the WAP. We need
Oh,
to get
first
those
of
numbers.
all, first of all, I'm independent. I don't know what y'all.
That's what he think. Has he read the fine print, Evolution?
Never.
Did he read the fine print? I don't think he read the fine print.
Watchman
Sign
definitely
up.
said he
Come
definitely
on
signed up
in.
for your show. Yeah.
Man, listen. All right, so what you getting into this weekend, co-host? What's going on with you?
Man, listen. I'm staying out the way. I want no problems. I don't know what they talking, but tonight y'all gonna see me on Feel the Love Fridays, same channel, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Me and Evolution Brooklyn, we going up. Fellas, we need y'all to represent because the ladies, I say ladies, they be showing up and showing the figurity out. Be one or two
Mm-hmm.
brothers that be brave enough to step up. We need some more of y'all so-called alpha males and I'm that man, I am him. All we need all them to step up and get into the arena because it's some beautiful ladies looking for love. Looking for love. That part. But other than that, You can catch me Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays on these internet streets with the Good Morning Gang Morning Show. I'm starting a new show that'll be daily. It's gonna be called the Daily Tap In. Check that out, ladies and gentlemen. Be love. What you gonna be have going on, girl?
Man, listen, a whole lot of nothing. Y'all know I was in Virginia Beach last weekend. I'm still recovering from that, by the way. There was a whole lot of Tito's, a whole lot of Mark West, a whole lot of everything. I don't know what that means. I'm ready to feel be like, oh my God, Watchmen. You're killing me right now, son. You're killing me right now. And that's just to keep it. Listen, Pretty Blue, I am not mad at you. The grocery list is exorbitant. I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be doing some food shopping, doing some, hopefully, some resting and relaxing, but I doubt it. My son's birthday is coming up on Wednesday, so I have to put something together for him. So it's just gonna be, and of
All
course, I'm
right.
gonna be here tonight helping Evolution get Phil a date so we can tap Dez's pockets
You know what?
and get him out there. Well, why?
You
Okay, let me
know,
ask you this: Why is it so? Why do you deflect so much when we talk about you dating? What's the problem? You single, right?
I'm very single. I definitely am.
So why
I'm
you
just
get all
I'm,
shy when we start
I'm
talking about you going out on a date?
never shy, never shy. Let's be clear. I'm just more into helping others find love, success, and happiness. I'm a giver that way. I just want to, be a conduit for other people being happy. Not trying to make it about me at all. Just like you. I want to make sure that you find the right one on will there be love, evolution. She looking for him, her, or them, or those. However you want to. Trying to make sure that y'all are all right. It's ladies first. We try to make sure the ladies are good. That's it. That's it. Shy never.
We just all got to take care of each other. Shit, Phil can cook his famous turkey and get some Jack Daniels. You got a famous turkey, Phil? Oh shit!
he trying to be funny, but it's all
Hey,
right.
Keisha. You don't need help. He here to help others. Can I be a third wheel, Pretty Blue? Right. Well, okay, we gotta take
Candace,
her.
you telling Candace,
We
I'm
gotta take
shy.
her. Pretty Blue's in the building. She's down. And Pretty Blue, you gotta show up tonight at 8 o'clock right here on YouTube. Feel the Love Fridays. Evolution's got you, girl. We're gonna make
Man,
this
you,
happen. Where you at,
you
Pretty Blue? Where are you? Where are you? We're gonna make this happen. Him, her, them, those, them, all of them. And speaking of which, Keisha just brought up a really interesting story. We didn't talk about it yet, Keisha, but I will because I know people sometimes get very sensitive about the whole transgender thing, and especially in this room, sometimes people, but anything we talk about here is just in honesty, and it's always in love. Nobody's hating or bashing on anybody. Now, if we have a feeling about it, we are definitely going to express our feelings, but it's never coming for anybody intentionally. But I don't know if you've heard, Phil, Nike and Bud Light, everybody's kind of pissed off at them because they've basically given these big deals to this transgender influencer by the name of Dylan Mulvaney. So let's just get into the story and y'all can tell me how you feel. Transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney has secured another major partnership deal days after Bud Light was criticized for partnering with her. Mulvaney, an actor and comedian who has been documenting her transition across social media, is now a sports bra model for Nike. It comes after Bud Light partnered with Mulvaney for her Day 365 of Girlhood video series. The beer brand was met with scorn and calls for a boycott from furious social media users. Initial reactions to Mulvaney's latest deal appeal to have roused some social media users up in the same way appeared. Meet Nike Women's newest ambassador, a biological man, wrote an influencer, Ollie London, sharing Mulvaney's video clip of her wearing Nike's gear. Dylan Mulvaney is now being paid by Nike women to promote sports bras, even though he's a man. Another day, another company slapping all women in the face by mocking them and paying a man to take their place. Author and Republican influencer Bridget Gabriel replied to London's tweet with fury. This is disgusting. I'm already boycotting Nike, thankfully, London agreed, suggesting people need to stop giving companies like Nike money Go woke, go broke, he wrote. She announced her sponsorship deal to 1.7 million Instagram followers on Wednesday via her stories and grid. Alert the media, I'm entering my workout world. There's been so much going back and forth. Kid Rock, who you guys know is a pretty, big in the rock scene, as well as the country scene, has boycotted it, as well as a few country stars have boycotted Bud Light. And then, people are talking about how it's a disrespect and a slap in the face to women. Um, as a woman, I do find it disrespectful from the perspective that there are real women who can get these kind of endorsements.
That
And I understand that they're trying to be inclusive and they're trying to bring a brand awareness to see, because what's happened is, and again, this is no disrespect to anyone when I say or use these words, but gays have such an influence. The LGBTQ, whatever letters go after it, they have such a huge influence that what I see is that these companies feel like if they bring them in, they're going to get that kind of following. And what winds up happening is that now we're starting these, again, companies that to me are deaf, when they don't understand that, while I understand you being inclusive, what make it an inclusive thing, like Nike's women, why couldn't she just be a Nike brand spokesmodel? Why does she have to represent Nike women when she's not even technically a woman? Why didn't Brittany Griner get a Nike deal after everything that she's been through? Why didn't, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't understand why there's this continuous, and it kind of feels like they're plotting us against each other, like transgender and women. There is no plot. There is no place. You can't replace me. I as a woman am irreplaceable. I don't care what you do to your body. I don't care how many hormones you take. I don't care how many pills. You will never be me. So I don't feel threatened by a transgender anyone. And I don't feel like a man should either. But when we're looking at these situations, let's be conscientious of real women, female athletes, real men or women who can fall into this easily without all of the hoopla. And maybe that's what they were going for. I don't know. Phil, what do you think?
I'm not gonna say everything I want to say, but I'll say this: it's overwhelming how they're pushing everything. On the one hand, like you said, there should be a real woman for the face of a woman's product for Nike or whatever the case may be. And or if you want somebody from the LGBTQ community, why not pick a female that's in that community? But that's just my opinion. The Budweiser thing, I think that was dumb. I think that was irresponsibility, and I'll say this. This is why beer has never been a woman's go-to drink. Period. One.
Right. Right.
Two, Budweiser, Bud Light, and drinks of the such are normally associated with a certain demographic, white,
Mm-hmm.
middle class to low class, far as background, blue collar. Um,
I
where
say,
would where,
even, no offense, even broke college teenagers, which is what they were saying, how they're trying to take it out of that like that frat college
look,
type of environment.
I get it, but whose idea was this? Whose thought process? Who really thought this through and said this will be a good look for the company? Being as though one, there's no statistics that say that community, that the transgender community or portion of the LGBTQ are heavy Budweiser and or beer drinkers, period. One.
Right.
So then it makes it, what's your intentions? What's your
Right.
purpose? So them losing all that money for that sounds part, of course. Back to Nike. Everybody wants to go along to get along so bad, so much, to me that they're not thinking this all the way through, even down to sports and allowing people that either have had surgeries or haven't had surgeries but feel as though they are these other sexes or whatever the case may be, to allow them to participate in a sport that's meant for one sex or whatever. If that's the case, a man should be able to join the WNBA
Right.
because he feel like he's a woman.
I mean,
When
they
that
may.
happens, and they
They
probably
may.
will,
And they probably
probably
will.
will.
The men who
It's
can't make
crazy.
it in the man's world come over and excel in the woman's world.
That's crazy. And it's unfair because it's like, okay, I've gone for the ladies. I've gone to college, through high school, college, and all this, trying to build my portfolio up, my background up, putting all this blood, sweat, and tears to prove that I'm a consummate athlete. To have somebody come usurp that from me, um, that wasn't born like me, that is genetically built to be stronger than me, maybe even faster, or whatever the case may be. It's an unfair thing. And it's like, damn, like, okay, create a whole nother league or something. Create something that makes it fair. Create something
Exactly.
that is fair. Why can't these same individuals who feel like they are other than what they are still compete in the league with the other people? Like a man that feel like he's a woman now, why he can't still compete with other men that are genetically built like him? It's still fair playing field. Still fair
Right.
playing field. Why
Right.
put them or allow them to get into a female sport and dominate the hell out of it? It's gonna make women not even want to play the sport no more. It's gonna make it ugly, or make some alternative league that that can encompass a lot of different people, but everybody's okay with the fact that everybody's involved, and
Right.
that way you
Ask.
voluntarily, yeah, you voluntarily. If a woman wants to be in the same league with a transgender or a man or whatever the case may be, they know what they're getting involved with. They're not being duped, or they're not being like how can I say, sucker punched by
Yeah.
somebody sneaking in or being allowed in all of a sudden. That's just my
Yeah.
take. To each his own. Y'all have at it. I don't want no problems. But I'm just saying, it just don't make sense to me.
Well, I think you even saying that, and Keisha, I saw your question, and we are going to answer it in 1 second. I see you, Keisha. Um, the fact that you even have to say that, the fact that we have to preface everything that we're saying by saying we don't want to offend anybody, or we don't want anybody, like, we're not able to just speak how we feel in a respectful manner, but still articulate how we feel. And even with that, it's like walking on eggshells. I agree. So, to answer Keisha Hall's question, what does it mean to be a woman to me, to only speak myself? Being a woman to me is actually one of the best jobs in the world. It's one of the hardest things to do because so much is relied on us in terms of we have to be nurturing, we have to be strong, we have to be forgiving, we have to be kind, we have to be loving, we have to be smart, we have to be supportive. We got to make sure our
Mm.
man and our kids are good. We got to make sure that there's even when he's not okay, making him know he's okay. We have to make sure that the kids understand that they're loved and supported, even when we don't agree with them, like putting that damn Xbox in the closet because you're not doing the right thing. At work, you have to be calm, but you have to be assertive. You have to be, smart and capable, but you can't step on any toes. Like, it's just such a balance being a woman. But to me, all of it is just encompassed in um, us being what we are, which is soft and beautiful and, nurturing and giving and loving. And even though we with our experiences, some women can change and be different, but for the most part, that's really what we're made of. What we turn into is a different situation, but I believe that that's what a woman is. She's the essence of everything, and embodies all of these things that allow people to just be themselves in a great way, not in a bad way, and still hold that same respect for herself, because You don't get it from everybody. So that's my definition of a woman. Phil?
My definition of a woman is the mother of all civilization. I'm being extra, but no. With listen, without a woman, where would we be? One, two. A woman is everything to and for a man, everything into a child, everything to the world. There would be no me or be loved without a woman. There would not be. There would be no children. There would be no future. Women are
Mm,
some of the strongest beings on the planet on planet Earth. Of course, not necessarily physical strength, but an internal strength. Just imagine you being able to give life, give birth to life, and what it takes to do so. Where would we as men, how would we facilitate that? It'd be a one and done, like a blowing up banana. Plow. You know,
they will not
I hate
stretch
it.
back.
Like but in all seriousness, women are our mothers, our sisters, our aunties, our cousins, our daughters, our friends, our lovers, our wives. I don't care what nobody in their life wants to be for their life. That's your choice. I'm not God, and if God is not going to usurp your will to own your destiny, then I don't have a right to either. However, that does not mean that I have to be subjugated to. How can I say this? I don't, because of your choices doesn't mean that I have to condone certain things. I don't have to hate you. I don't have to have a problem with you. We could be cool, kick it, whatever the case may be. But your life choices, your life choices. Just like you might not be happy with some of my life choices, and who would I be to say, be loved? You have to deal with the things that I want to do, or how I want to be, good, bad, or indifferent. What kind of person, let alone what kind of man would I be? So I think that everybody has a right to live how they want to live, but it
Hmm.
shouldn't be at the detriment to somebody else's course. So a man or person who wants to be known as a woman or whatever the case may be, okay, have at it. But you doing that does not mean that you get to step on the backs of women that have been trying so hard for many years to get equal footing in
Right,
everything.
right,
That's unfair, it's unethical, and it's despicable. You can be who you want to be. You can love on who you want to love on. You can lay up with whoever you want to lay up on. You can change your look, disfigure yourself, get operation surgeries, whatever. That's your right and your privilege or whatever to do so. But do so without wanting to step on the toes of somebody that's been here already,
yep,
that's really trying, what you call it. That's the thing I have with racism. It's like, okay, you can be proud of your race. There's nothing
right.
wrong with that. You should be proud of your culture, your race, your heritage. But if you got to stand on somebody's back or neck to make your race look better, then
What does that
what
say
is
about you? Like, what
yeah?
does that
So
say about you?
right, right,
Yep,
and and
I
and
agree.
and for anybody that wants to live that lifestyle, have at it. Live your life to the fullest. I am not the one that will be able to reward you or punish you for your lifestyle. I don't have that control or that authority. You live your life, but you of these other communities, you need to be advocates for understanding, but also for preserving life that's already been here. Because without a woman, a naturally born woman, without a naturally born man, none of y'all would be here to be able to make the choices to be who you feel like you want to be. None of
Yes,
you all. None of
agreed.
y'all would be here.
Yep,
So yes, you need to carve out your own lane in your own area and your own understanding and respect. but there needs to be respect, just like we ought to respect our elders and this and
Yeah.
you need to respect the women that actually have paved the way for women. Period. Fellas need to show respect for men that have paved the way for men to prosper, etc. We
Yep.
cannot forget that life within itself was meant to be a certain way. However, things evolve, things change, things do grow. People have their own way of thinking and the way they want to do things. But because you want to do a thing a certain way, long as somebody's not being hateful or hurtful to you, does not give you the right to bully, extort, or push your way into somebody else's life. Period. That's all I'm gonna say about that. God bless everybody on that.
Okay. Yeah,
You
exactly.
live how you need to live.
Exactly. And I'm with Phil. Just respect one another. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part. That part.
Senorita Baldy, she made just a mention. That's not what trans people try to do. They just want to be comfortable with who they are in their own skin. We understand.
That's cool.
And some really just do. Some just
Shoot.
want to be comfortable and identify with what they feel. There are some out there who are very disrespectful in this how they feel in terms of calling women cis, or that we're just here to push kids out or just breastfeed them or whatever the case may be. I don't ever have to go toe to toe with anyone who's not a woman. I just don't. You're not me, and you never will be me. I understand that you may identify as something. I identify as the Queen of England. However, I am not walking into
What?
the palace. I am not wearing any jewels, and I will not be at the coronation this in a couple of weeks. But I'm still respectful of its process. And so,
The
at the
queen
end
of
of the
beef
day,
grease.
this show is all about, we're just sharing and talking about things, and we're so grateful to every one of you who come here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and talk that ish with us. We love y'all in the comments. If you haven't already, please put those thumbs up for us. Please put us
Boop, boop.
put us on these YouTube algorithm streets, y'all. I'm trying to get trapped Phil to be an earner. Come on, I keep telling y'all he is
What?
an earner. We need him out there, so get those likes up. And please make sure that you are here next Monday for the weekend rewind with us, Be Love, and Big Phil, right here on YouTube at 8. So I think that this has been an incredible show. I know we missed y'all on Wednesday, but we're so glad to be back today. And yeah, I think I am for sure looking forward to tonight, Feel the Love Fridays, tonight with Evolution Brooklyn, the beautiful Evolution Brooklyn, and the awesome Epic Phil Speaks. So please make sure you join us back here tonight at 8 p.m. You can catch me on these social media streets, not heavy though, at LGL Real Talk, y'all, everywhere. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LGL Real Talk. Your girl is Be Love. And, I'm going to let my co-host go ahead and get us out of here.
If anybody gonna be earning, will there be love? That's what we gonna get. We gonna get it together. We already had a
You
couple
going to get
brothers
me
talk about they
fired.
want, they want to deal with love. Listen, listen. All jokes aside, I see a lot of y'all later on this evening. If you come through, if you're able to come through, if you don't, you're gonna miss a good show on Feel the Love Fridays, or here on YouTube on this channel, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Listen, from the co-hosts down to the people in the comments that come to see us, we're not always going to agree on everything, and just because we don't agree doesn't make us bad people to each other or shouldn't in each other's eyes. We are individuals. We have our own set of fingerprints. Our heart beats the way that it beats. Um, we have our own thought process, and some things we will think like-minded about, and others we might be on other sides of the table, and that's cool. It's all about gaining an understanding and having dialogue. So when you hear certain things like me just talk about the transgender thing and women's sports and natural women and such, don't take it as hate. Just take it as that's my opinion and my stance on it.
Right.
I can still be in the room with people of other lifestyles, have great conversations with them, be in public I have no hate or visceral against anybody unless they have shown it towards me. Um, I just think that we all need to understand that people are people, and they're gonna be who they're gonna be. We're all gonna be in the same room, proverbially, and we got to learn how to get along. We don't have to condone. We don't have to go along with to get along, but we do have to learn to be cordial,
Agree to
be
disagree.
agree to disagree, be humane, and, and love on people. Like I always say, smile. You never know what it might do for somebody, including yourself. More importantly, love on somebody. Let me stay right there before I end it. Loving on somebody does not mean loving all of their ways, liking everything that they do, approving of lifestyle choices, or condoning bad habits or traits for those that have certain vices. But it means love deeper than that. Love on the human person, especially someone that might be in need or whatever the case may be. And if we learn to get there and love on somebody on purpose, a lot of this friction and whatnot between races, between genders, between lifestyles wouldn't be a thing,
Right.
because you'd be able to have at it the way that you want to have at it. I'll be able to have at it the way that be loved, et cetera, et cetera. But we will still have a deeper love for one another. We ain't got to like what the next one do. You can smoke cigarettes. I don't want that around me. I don't like cigarettes. You know,
Right.
that's me. But that
Right.
don't mean I don't got to love you no less, or we can't be friends or communicate, work around each other, talk the bullshit, whatever. Learn to love on somebody on purpose, and
On
don't let
purpose.
your personal preference become a weapon to demean somebody else for what it is they do, their race, how they live their life, etc.
Right.
That's the answer to a lot of the problems, love. And y'all need to love on somebody on purpose. And with that being
On
said, be
purpose.
love. You got anything else to say before I take us out?
I just want to say thank you so much for this great talk. I really appreciate you. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Rich, I will be here tonight in the chat for Feel the Love with Evolution and Phil. Everyone have an amazing weekend. Love God, love yourselves. Stay blessed, guys. I'll see you Monday.
Until the next time we chop it up, have a tay to tay. Until that day, no go. I holla.